What a place, huh? Come on. Welcome to the Firebox Stove channel. I'm an inventor who loves the great outdoors. My name is Steve, and this is Ursa. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Too bad there aren't any fish in this lake. Oh, that's a good dog. Good girl. Yes. We found this awesome little grove back in here. Pretty cool. Well, that lake sure was beautiful, but there aren't any fish there, and I couldn't find a level spot to park the truck. So I'm gonna look for another place to camp. I think this looks pretty good right here. I'm going to try something a little bit different, setting up this camper this time. But first I'm going to put Ursa in the back, so I don't have to worry about what she's getting into. Come on. Good girl. Yes. Good dog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower these sides first while I can reach them. And once they're lowered, then I'll raise the whole camper up. These boards just help when I'm rolling it up. These tent sides are actually double walled. The board just helps the whole rolling up process work a whole lot easier. It's really hard to roll these panels up when they're just loose. But if you put this little stick on there, that gives you something to work with. And then I just have this snap here that holds it up. You can roll these windows up, or you can just kind of twist them up if you just want to quickly get some air flowing. Now this panel's a little bit longer because it goes all the way down past the tailgate. So I fold it in half before I roll it up. Just makes it a little easier to deal with. And then once again, it does have its own stick. These snaps are stackable, so I snap it down to the frame, and then I snap the side panel. And while it's not very cold now, it'll be pretty cold tonight. I guess it's time to go fishing. We have a bit of a bushwhack here. I sure do love ponderosa pines. They smell like butterscotch. I can see water off in the distance. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. Oh, there's even some wildflowers. That's awesome. Yeah, there's our water. And I just saw a fish jump. I think I'd be better off on the other side of this, but too late now. Ursa, you're gonna fall in. She doesn't realize how deep it is right there. Wow, you got out. Good job. There's a lot of weeds right here. I think that was weeds. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, they're chasing it like crazy. Big one chasing it right now. Woo! Man, there's a lot of fish in here. They're chasing it aggressively, but they're just not taking it. I might have to switch to something else. I didn't catch any fish. I'm running out of time. If I'm gonna bake bread, I've got to head back to the truck. I'm hoping I catch one in the morning because that's what I was planning on eating for breakfast. So I'll keep my fingers crossed, but for now I'm gonna head back to camp and start working on my bread and chili. I think this is going to be the biggest challenge that I've ever taken on. I'm going to try to make bread with yeast out here camping. So I really do think this is going to be pretty tough. So cross your fingers for me. I'm going to do my best. Let's open up the 5-inch Firebox. If you remember last time I burned my table, that's why I have this new stainless steel top. So I'm going to keep my ash pan below. I'm going to use my grill in the position that I put ash pan in before. Yeah, you got to get it all the way in there for it to stay sturdy. And my baking pan can go here. Let's get this fire started. Now I'm not actually going to use these hangover sticks like this right now. Maybe in the future. I'll leave these here. They might come in handy. Let's go ahead and get some wood in here. We just need to get some water up to 130 degrees to start with. I have 2 pots. I've got the box pot and our titanium. We're already at 100 degrees. We're only going to 130. I put this much wood in just because I wanted to build up a bed of coals. 117, 120, that's 130. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I have put my yeast into my water. So I put half a packet of rapid rise. We'll do onions first. We'll get our box pot on the heat with a little bit of oil in it. Put my spatula together so I can be sure these onions are getting completely turned. Even though this is my first time making yeast type bread, I wanted to improvise. I'm going to use cream instead of milk. These onions are quite translucent. They're actually starting to brown just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic. Looking really good. I put a really big piece of wood in so that it would burn more slowly and not produce quite as hot of a fire, but that's also why it's a little bit smoky. So this will kind of cool everything off. I think it's a jalapeno. I won't put the seeds in, so it won't be quite so hot. Our peppers, onions, and garlic is looking really good. I'm going to Roma tomatoes. Move this off the heat. While I work on these tomatoes. I mean, that's a pretty nice mild heat, but... And we'll get it back up on the heat. Let all that stew down a little bit. Throw another piece of wood in. So far, my yeast is not bubbling up. I'm not getting any proof. I don't know what I did wrong with this yeast. It's just not coming up. And I didn't bring anything else to bake. That was my plan. If I can't make bread, I can't bake. So I'm going to give Ursa her food plus a can of sardines. Ursa, come here. Did you get your food? Good girl. Here, let's put it right here. Come here. Come here. There you go. I think I'm ready to add some more stuff to my chili. My tomatoes have cooked down quite a bit. Black pinto and kidney. So we'll go ahead and dump those in. I did rinse them. Get those mixed in. My Leatherman that I thought had a can opener doesn't. So I had to use my hatchet. Tomato sauce. And I think I'm going to stop there. I think that's probably enough. Let's go ahead and give that a stir. And I might not be baking bread tonight. My yeast just is not rising. And the probe on my thermometer is broken. I got it to work for a minute, but it's done. This is looking very good. Those hangover sticks are pretty handy. Just right there. Then I can move it up. You know, I've got all that tomato sauce in there now, so I can handle a little bit of heat. Leave it on there just long enough to heat it up. And then I'm going to set it off to the side. If I push this down, you know, I can, you know, make that tip. So you always have to keep in mind that you're balancing. We have this weight on this other side that's helping. You always have to be aware that there is the potential for that to tip if you get too much weight too far out. But one thing we don't have happening is yeast activating. I keep checking it. You know, it's still warm. I've kept it here in front of the stove. It's still warm. It's not hot anymore, but the only thing I can think is that it was just too hot. I think that's something maybe I'm going to have to work on at home, kind of practice and figure out. And then once I know how to make bread, then I'll try to do it out here. That chili is looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and take my air bake pan and I'm just going to move it down here so it will catch kind of the drippings from my steak. And I'm going to let this steak cook over here in this radiant heat. There's quite a bit of heat there, and that'll cook my steak slowly. So let's go ahead and just put that there. These are our new extra long tongs, which are great for tending your fire. Start with salt. We'll put some pepper in there too, even though there's going to be plenty of other spice in there. Chili powder. Whew, that might have been too much. A little bit of cumin. I'll try not to get quite as carried away with the cumin. Whew, might have gone there. Hopefully that won't be too spicy. This chili is looking really good. Holy smokes. Let me just taste a little bit of it, see what kind of flavor we've developed. Tastes like chili. Ooh, it is pretty spicy though. Oh goodness. Let's see what we can do with this steak. I'll just rotate it. Keep it moving. That grill isn't staying put. It's wiggling its way out, but that's okay. I'm going to move it up on top here in just a second. That's what happens when you start improvising parts. They don't always work exactly like you're hoping they will. Okay, I moved my steak up on top of my overhang sticks, and my fire is down to hot coals. I did put a little bit more salt in it, but it's tasting really good. Oh yeah, the spiciness kind of creeps up on you. It's good. Very good. I think I will go ahead and move my steak up on top. It's kind of under these edges, so I have to pull it out from under. There we go. So I am going to put the steak up here, but I'm going to turn it a lot. So it just started sizzling pretty good. So that heat's gotten up in there, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it. Go ahead and get some salt on our steak as well. And this steak is really close. Ursa can smell the steak. That's what she's excited about. Let's go ahead and cut this steak, and I hope I didn't take it too far. Sometimes the cuts of meat from Costco are just so darn tender that using the touch method doesn't really work, because even when they're a medium, you know, they'll still feel like a rare. I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of these big blocks of cheese in here on top and let them melt. See how we did. Oh, it is a little bit further cooked than I thought, but it's still a medium. Let's go ahead and cut this into chunks, and I'll give some to Ursa, and then I'll eat the rest of it with my chili. Yeah, I don't know how much of this I can eat. Boy, it looks good though. So let's go ahead and just cut this up. We'll give Ursa a couple pieces. She's been waiting so patiently. Ursa, you want some of this? Good girl. Okay. Hoo hoo hoo, it's warming up fast. The cheese may not stay on top. That looks pretty good though. Alright, there's our cheese, kind of on top. Ooh, that's a lot of chili. I made a lot of chili. You don't realize how much you're cooking until you put it on the plate. Salt and pepper. I really like sour cream with my chili. So there we go. Look at that. Chili and steak. And the steak, now that it's had a chance to rest, is beautiful. It's a pretty nice edge-to-edge pinkness. Oh yeah. Chili you can eat with a fork. Wow, that's good. I had this one more piece of cheese that I didn't use. I'm going to go ahead and give it to sweet Ursa. Good catch. Stay. Oh, you missed it. Try again. She probably can't catch it because my light's shining right in her eyes. Ursa. Yeah, I don't think she can see it. Sit. There, you got one. Oh, almost. Okay, last piece. Good girl. Get back to work on my dinner here. It's nice because the hot coals are just keeping my food so nice and warm. Wow, that is so good. Good girl. I keep my windows open until my fire gets going really well. And I also have a carbon monoxide alarm right here. So I just lit this. It's still warming up, so you can see that smoke coming out. Once everything's going well, then I'll button up all the windows. The lid folds up and then it becomes secure in a notch down here. And then I've got this little bracket that it folds up. You can see it has magnets so that when it's closed it stays in position. But then when you need it, you can hang a lantern on it or whatever. And then I have the wood down in this hole. It also gives you a place to put your feet so you can sit pretty comfortably. Just sit here by the fire. Ursa, are you cozy? She's already zonked out. Are you too cozy? You're not gonna poke your head up? Then I've just got my other coat over her, but the goat pack just kind of wraps around her nicely. She's nice and warm in there. Good morning. I just hiked down to the lake. You can still see the moon. It's funny how the moon looks so big to me, but it's just a speck in the camera. Anyway, that was a fish jumping, so I gotta get to work. Oh, just got a bite right there. Oh, I think I got a bite again. She's actually eating those rose hips off of that rose bush. She's living up to her name. She's a little she-bear. I don't know why she always has to pick the ones that are out hanging over the lake, but she's actually eating them. I'm embarrassed and ashamed to say I didn't catch any fish. I threw everything I had at them. You ready to go get some breakfast? You're probably hungry. I'll get another shot of this beautiful spot before we leave, but then we'll start walking back. The reflection in that calm water sure is beautiful. Such a beautiful spot we're in. Home sweet home. I'll get Ursa some breakfast and then I'll get some for myself. Once again, Ursa is eating dog food topped with sardines, her favorite. So good for her too. Good girl. I'm rocking a Swedish fire torch this morning. Just enough of a breeze that I needed my windscreen. Oh, we have a boil. Coffee time. That's good. The Swedish fire torch puts out a lot of heat. You gotta be careful. This bacon is done. We'll give that fire a little time to settle down. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. We'll see if we can turn these beauties over. See if I think I already broke one yolk, but I don't think I broke all the yolks. A little bit more pepper. Oh, that's a lovely breakfast. No, sit down. Stay. Good girl. That bacon turned out awesome. Very good. You cook the bacon fast, you cook the eggs slow. Good girl. Good girl, yes. Man, that bacon is good. We got the last piece of bacon. Good girl. Stay there. Good girl. play with the stick? Come on. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. You ready? You ready? Go get it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Yeah. Good dog. And just a quick wipe over everything. And then you can go ahead and fold it up. Put the ash pan on. And then slide your fire sticks into place. You gotta squeeze this wind damper down so that you capture it in the hook end of the fire stick like that. But then once you get one, then the rest of them just fall into place. Just like that. Slide it into its leather case. And we are good to go.